everyone and welcome back to Lunar Media. My name is Mighty and today I am introducing a sort of prototype video. Basically, before we publish any official comic dubs of a certain comic series, I want to get a first impression from both myself and the cast of Lunar Media. So for this pilot episode, we will be doing Genshin Impact characters. I'm aware that we've already published some Genshin Impact videos, but I thought let's see what our voice acting cast thinks of each Genshin Impact character. Anyway, without further ado, let's start the video.
This dude,
I'd say Highborn Squire.
I was gonna say he looks like a twink that I see in Warsong Gulch.
Yep.
He's definitely a twink. Is that the Traveler? She looks so different. Her color palette's all over the place. But she has a similar sword type.
Is there the option to change his armor so that he's wearing armor?
I was gonna crack wise about this being a parallel universe of Jaina Proudmoore, who became an anime character, but I don't know if referencing Warcraft is gonna go over people's heads.
Jaina Proudmoore, perfect.
Something about this one says scientist. Yeah, possibly chemistry. Possibly chemistry.
Okay. I already know who this character is. I don't remember her name.
What this character is, and I'll just say it's just annoying in general.
I was gonna say she seems like she'd be somebody who you could I don't know, go on a Burger King run with and
Yes.
I don't know, get some milkshakes or some shit.
Oh my god, yes.
I'll have 5 Whoppers and have 5 more Whoppers.
Well, yeah, I've already seen artwork of her from multiple realms.
Yeah, but when it comes to the whole like tier of like if she's like best girl or whatnot, she's somewhat like beginners best girl, but there are better girls.
Beginner's best girl.
Okay, my answer for her is I have my own airship. Would you like to ride in it?
Yeah, I could ride the shoe puff with her.
Oh, okay. This is the type of guy that I know for a fact that he's the type of guy that would pick any fight and literally just like if it was like if some reason like they wouldn't clash with other anime characters and such, it's the type of guy who would basically go up against anyone, even freaking Goku, even if he knows he's gonna fail.
I was gonna say Warlock, but I think I remember this guy. I remember people making shonen jokes at his expense. And I was gonna say same. I'd probably main him. I don't know what element he is though.
Okay, first impression for me and such. She's the type of girl that is just way too innocent for anyone to basically cause any harm and such. But then, like, when she gets pissed off, she will just absolutely screw the heck out of you.
I'm going to say mage.
Mage, okay.
Yeah, I see the spell book. I was going to say something about her being a royal admiral or something or other with mage powers.
I'm going to say femme fatale with very, very superhuman strength.
Ah, yes, I would also like to name this character. Anyway, I would say fighter, two-handed blade master person.
Also a veteran, as shown by that eye patch there.
Well, I guess like it's a sexy girl pirate that basically will kick anyone's ass, especially with them thighs. You see,
those look like twigs.
Ew.
What do you say?
Ben!
You know, interestingly enough, I could see him being voiced by Crispin Freeman.
Really?
Is this one of the relatives of the other character? The priestess lady or whatever? Also goggles. So he's an engineer.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say like bad luck. Yeah, I know the character pretty much, so
Okay.
that's it's not really much of a first impression, but this is the newer
Ancient
character.
Egyptian
so
warrior
I
queen.
don't actually know this.
Who said Egyptian queen?
Yes, ancient Egyptian warrior queen.
Cleopatra with the sword and board.
I want to say Amazoness.
Amazonian?
Yeah, Amazoness, which are basically female warriors and such.
Isn't it
that travel
pronounced
around.
Amazonian?
No,
Yes,
like
it's
Amazonian,
Amazon.
Amazoness. The Amazonian is probably male, and Amazoness is basically female.
I didn't. I thought that was gender neutral, that term. I thought it was gender neutral.
I don't know. I think I might be confusing, but that's why I'm gonna go by for first.
I'm going to say either scholar, mage, monk, or some combination of the above.
I know this character.
The love child of Kazuma and Aqua from Konosuba.
I know this character already, but if I had to give myself a first impression, I'm gonna go with Quiet Fox. Okay, this one I have some information about this.
I'm gonna say
Like,
Forest Ranger.
I'm gonna say female Robin Hood. Okay, I know the voice actor of this guy, and the only impression I get from this is Anubius.
Yeah, I'd say Warrior Priest of Sumo.
Oh my gosh, I know this character too well, and I've seen what the internet has done with this character in many different ways. In such, there's no even any explanation. In such, even for someone who doesn't even play Genshin Impact would even know this because they probably encounter it at least once or twice.
My answer is probably either villain, anti-hero, or dashing rogue.
Okay, I guess if I were to give an impression, he's like the cool boy in school.
Jenny?
Oh, some type of air pirate, given the leather.
Okay.
Snarky bartender.
Who the devil let her out of Necopara? Other than that, yeah, she probably makes a lot of cocktails for quite a few drunken guests. Olivia from Fire Emblem Awakening, but with so many accessories, and also a major height downgrade.
Okay.
I'm going to say famous singer.
I remember one of my friends streamed Genshin Impact, and this is a cryo user that she was using to do some weird, funny exploit to get across water to an island. I otherwise know bugger all about her.
I'm going to say Stoic Ice Knight.
Water nymph?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say mage.
Water nymph, but also mage. She was definitely a warlock of some type. Chunibyo. I don't have a very good first impression of her. Her design rubs me the wrong way for some reason. Is this the sister character of that priest lady? Because that would make sense based on light and darkness.
Depressed tap dancer.
People made a lamb version of her, I think. I have otherwise no idea.
I'd say she's a water mage.
This universe is equivalent of Robin Hood, just from Fox and bow and arrow.
Snarky, good-natured, but abrasive rogue.
I know she does spirit stuff. I already know who this character is. Hu Tao, I think her name is. I've seen a lot of art of her. No idea who she is. Gives me Navy shenanigans. I was gonna say Navy Captain vibe. What's with all the Blade Master characters? Except this one's got a spectral blade. He looks cool, but shrug. I have a vague idea. I remember the character. I just forget where. Is he Cryo?
Yes, he's Cryo.
Okay. This may be one of the characters that my friend had, because I think she dealt with a lot of cryos, and this was one of them. That's all I remember, is that he's a cryo.
Her dress looks pretty cool, but I have no idea what to first impression. Is she a fan dancer, or yeah, she has the fan on her left hand. So my impression is that she's a fan dancer of some kind, but otherwise I've got nothing.
Is this another cryo user, or is this Hydro? Because his sword's giving me vibes of both, but I get a Regal vibe from him, so he's the token Regal Hydro? Oh, that's not Mona. Although, no, her state of dress is too similar to Mona from Genshin Impact for me to think she's anything other than someone who might also be an astrologer, but with fox ears, or cat ears, or whatever ears. Paimon? Is that you?
No, it's not Paimon.
I could have... Okay, it's been ages since I last did anything with Genshin Impact, but I had friends who played around with it, and I thought she was one of the characters from that whole thing.
Okay.
But my memory's so foggy that I can't remember who she is. I've seen her before. The Tengu mask is nice. I don't actually recognize this character at all. Did she have a trailer thing where she follows a caravan of bandits and convinces one of them to talk to her about stuff that she's investigating?
No.
Then I'm lost. Strange that I've never seen art of her, because the whole ninja thing seems like it would have instant... Other than ninja, I've got nothing. I have no idea about her. This is a new character, right? That hasn't come out yet?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she looks kind of depressed, I would say.
Are her ears pointy, or are those just earrings? I kind of get a priesty vibe from her, but
other than that, I don't have much to work with. I do think she looks cool. Maybe if I got more info on her, then I would be able to get an impression to draw from. I mean, my first impression is that she's probably a loner type. I've seen this character before, but I don't know her name, but she's definitely part of the same astronomy or astrology. I can't tell. Their manner of attire is just too similar for me to, other than satellite. to Mona. I don't know her name. I don't think I've seen art of her, but she looks like another Blade Master type character. Oh, this is the Traveler, but a woman. I can kind of tell. Oh, Mona. Hey,
Yes.
I recognize this one. Is she always broke, or is that just a recurring thing that other people invented? Oh, so not Paimon, but
this is not
maybe
Paimon.
Nature person. I really don't have much to work with in terms. She has enough green that I know she's nature based because the color palette is pretty obvious, but other than that, it's kind of middling. So she's from Sumeria. I know as much.
Yep.
The blue's throwing me off. Is she Hydro?
Yes.
Okay, so I guessed that correctly. This is the character I should know, but I just get similar vibes to Beto. Is she the one that dates Beto or something? Yeah, I kind of got the same vibe just because her outfit style is virtually identical to Beto's, so that's the only punch I got. Oh, this is the love interest of Beto. Oh, she's a maid. Are there any characters designed for tanks aside from Beto?
You mean like play style, or do you mean as in like visual style?
Tank playstyle. So Eula, Beto, I'd probably main them just for the tank playstyle. Is this Paimon?
This is not Paimon, my goodness.
Sorry, a lot of the small characters just have similar visual aesthetic to her, which is why I'm just like, is this Paimon?
I get what you mean.
It's not an intentional running gag, it's just unfortunately the art style doesn't really lead much to small characters aside from they look very similar. Mystic of some kind, stuff involving scroll. She has a scroll on top of her hat. I don't know the style of hat, but I know it's not a beret. Is this another Blade Man? Why is there a sword coming out of her chest? What? Okay, well, I'm just trying to get... How many Blade Masters are in Genshin? Where's my axe wielders at? Other than her being another Blade Master, I kind of get Hydro because there's liquid. Her sword seems to be made of a liquid, and there's nothing to suggest that she would be Anima.
So your headcanon is that she's a Hydro sword blade master.
That's my first impression. My other impression is that she vaguely resembles a character who I watched in a trailer. God, she's actually the most unique, well, not quite uniquely designed. She's a white-haired sword woman. She's got similar stuff to Goro, the fox archer dude. My best guess is that she's a Geo Blade Master. That's the closest I've got to a first impression, but she does actually look cool. She reminds me a lot of Mori Calliope, the VTuber, because she's got the headdress thing, Reaper looking, kind of has a goth style of fashion. I don't know is that a flower she's holding? She gives me undead vibes. Is this an Archon by any chance? So
no.
my first impression is undead Archon, possibly Dendro, but fish. She does a lot with fish. Could be Hydro. She has fins. Very, very obvious Hydro. Could be a spellcaster. I kind of get the vibe she talks to fish and is part of some underwater adventure. She's a Dandro because of the leaf on her head and the whole Crash Panda costume kind of give that away. I recognize her from either artwork or something, but I don't really know much about her aside from what I've seen. She's a javelin user. There's a lot of that spear's just a giant icicle. Oh wow, another ninja. We're starting to get to the point where it's kind of hard not to look at her, look at him. I don't know what element because his color palette's the most off, and I get the vibe that he is a ninja. I recognize the character visually from artwork, but otherwise have no idea. Kinda gives me Janna from League of Legends vibes. No, Janna is a different character from from a different series altogether, but yeah, Alchemist. I've seen him before. I don't know what the thing is behind him. He kinda gives me pro tag vibe. He gives me Kamina from Gurren Lagann vibes because of that scarf he's got. If not for the polearm, this guy would have reminded me of a Ruby character, Sun Wukong, but I don't think there is a Sun Wukong in Genshin Impact. Okay, nice ears. All the flowers make me think that, botanist of some kind, maybe a druid? He's a bard. This is another Dendro. cool bard stuff. I didn't know bards were a thing in Genshin Impact until this until this character and a couple of the dancers showed up. Just gives me standard D&D bard vibes.
Here is a character that is he has been in game. He will become a playable character.
He's a shogun. He's got the shogun thing going. Okay.
So this is his Fatui form, and this is meant to be his redemption form.
A substantial difference. He looks way more regal. Where I've seen her before in art, but doesn't strike me as unique at this point. But that's also because I've seen the majority of other characters. Just another polearm supporty DPS type. I'm digging the short hair though. Oh, another spear user. Seems like he'd be the aloof stoic type. Oddly matching gloves. He's holding on to shards of glass. Kind of gives me Dragoon vibes. I don't really. He's another swordsman. I remember this character. I know what she's a pyro bard. She looks cool. Okay, this is another character. I know her name. I've seen art of her. Don't know the character, but scales. The scales she has make me think she's part of the judicial branch of whatever government she's affiliated with. This is the one.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
The one, I forget her name, but I remember the rest of her lore. She followed some gangsters in a caravan because she was looking for information on one of them. And she used strings, I think. She's got some pyroisms. Her color palette. I'm digging the bow. My first impression of her is that she's maybe not an adeptus, but somebody who really digs flowers. Wow, that's a lot of pink and blues. I don't think any of the other characters have that design. Cool spear. She stands out at least. Wow, you saved the best for last. This guy's really dapper.
We saved the best for last.
I'm getting a Geo vibe from him, if we haven't already gone through all the Geos. I hope he's a Geo that does something with tank stuff. That would be really cool to main.
Yep, so that was first impressions with our voice actors. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you wish for us to do more of these first impression videos, comment down below. And what kind of series would you like us to do a first impression on? But anyway, guys, my name is Mighty, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye!